A wonderful dog of glory shakes his head at the sight of his wagging tail. The clouds are shifting in a mystic way over Port Townsend. I watch the feet walk into Tyler Street Coffee House. Tyler Street is one of a kind. You walk in and feel at ease. The smell of the muffins is calming. The sound of the espresso machine is meditative. The walls are covered with artwork. The tables are made of cheap formica. If you go in enough, the workers know your name, what you drink, your life story. I sit here watching this event every morning when all the intriguing faces walk in. They like the morning because it's quiet. The business of their lives hasn't started yet. If they're lucky, they have about 2 hours to shut down their minds, which can be achieved through practice. The same faces arrive every quiet morning. I take pleasure in the routine, seeing the same people every morning. I look forward to a rare new face. I see one. This face immediately stirs my senses. He must be about 23 or 25. He is tall with black hair and white leather shoes. His hair is wiry with a dark sense of his own perplexed perception. His eyes look as if they have lived 1,000 lifetimes. He walks with an unsure confidence, nervous but intriguing, and even a little sexy. He lights up a Marb Red with a cheap yellow lighter before he walks into the coffee shop. He smokes the cigarette with extreme confidence. His face instantly becomes more at peace. He smokes the cigarette very quickly, taking lung-consuming drags. When he finishes his little moment of happiness, he forcefully puts it out in the ashtray and walks in. He walks in as if he's walking into a foreign country, but with an interest in his eye. He pans around the room several times, making sure no one is looking at him. He goes up to the counter and, noticing the cute girl behind it, makes an effort not to make eye contact with her. The coffee he orders will tell me a lot about him. He orders a 16-ounce black drip coffee. This tells me he doesn't try to impress anybody by ordering some customized cup of coffee. He loads it full of sugar, just to add that extra kick. He stares into the cup as if it were an abyss of senses and emotion. He proceeds to pull the cup to his mouth, sipping it slowly. He will now become a regular here every morning, which gives me joy in my own voyeuristic ways. After tasting the coffee, he sits down at the chair, which faces out the window. He frantically pulls out a moleskin notebook, the kind Da Vinci and Van Gogh used in their manic genius. He stops writing and walks up to the counter and says, "What Miles Davis album is this?" The barista smiles and goes back to check. She comes back and says, "The album, Kinda Blue," then proceeds to ask, "Hey man, you got a name?" He can only offer a smile. The barista goes back to making coffee. He walks back to his seat and sits down. Suddenly, he notices me staring at him through the window. I see him walk out of Tyler Street. This black-haired man with white shoes walks up to me. My ears perk up instantly, and I start wagging my tail. He asks me, "Do you have a home, buddy?" I can only bark. I hope he'll take me home. "I'm Derek," he says. "Let's go get you fed." Definition of fate. He smokes the cigarette very quickly, taking lung-consuming drags. I can't say lung. Should I emphasize the G in lung? When he finishes his little moment of happiness, he forcefully puts it out in the ashtray and walks in.